And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Falcons offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge.
Hey, man, I can't wait to watch this chess match today. This defense, they are so buttoned up, man. They are dialed in. They know exactly who they are. They can run zone. They can run man. They can stop.
Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. This time he wants to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick six on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He wants to throw. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry? So now it's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning them.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Falcons will punt this one away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. Hooks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So Notre Dame's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And we get a look at C.J. Carr. More than 300 yards passing and a couple of touchdowns last time out. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now, and the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm, and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Here's the pressure. Working that left side now. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. No way the official's going to miss that one. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Breaks the tackle. Got enough for the first. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Back to pass, it's Carr. Pressure coming. Fires toward the end zone. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Goes to the option. Now the toss. back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Bowling Green's offense will take the field to start the drive. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. Got a 1st down. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. A 1st down for the offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Would have just been a 47-yard field goal attempt from here, but they are thinking touchdowns and trying to move the chains here on 4th. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Now the play fake. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted to 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying to impose their will with the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. The run inside. It's Williams. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Now on the option. He'll toss it. There's some room. They finally knock him down. What a great pitch and run on the option. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Quick release by the QB. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's going to be fun to watch this receiving group, I think, for Notre Dame this season. I think one of the things Marcus Freeman's done a really good job of in recent years is go to the portal and bring difference makers at the receiver spot. It was Malachi Fields coming over for Virginia, the big, tall body making big plays downfield last year for the Irish. And this has always been a position, David, that we thought was always a little bit behind some of the elite competition in college football, but it feels like that's starting to change now.
And great house and phase on both backs, so obviously some experience.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Quarterback keeps it. Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. That is their sophomore quarterback who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on him. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He locked up and held on to bring him down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got it set up on the outside. Breaks into the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Complete in the middle. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
The sure hands, it's Ridley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Right on the money.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Quick strike complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. The Irish use their third and final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? They'll run it. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. Fourth down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, BG.
Fourth and goal, gotta have it. Who do you go to? You give it to your playmaker. You give it to your quarterback. You trust him. You trust him handling the football. He does what he's supposed to do, gets downhill, makes the fourth down conversion, and they get in for 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt. You cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game.
Makes the grab in their space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Soft spot in the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on top.
Unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Wants to pass it. Great style points on that catch, but they didn't pick up any yardage.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Makes the grab. It's Clay. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, it's a good route by the wide receiver. He gets to the middle of the field. I think he just took his eyes off the football.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was great.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Sharp. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. Let's start with the USC Trojans taking on the Oregon State Beavers. And it's the Trojans who finish off the victory to get to 4-1. They led this one at halftime. They held off a second-half comeback attempt. This group has to be feeling good. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Mountain West. Now back to your game in Bowling Green. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Dwight L. Perry Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Hey, guys, the Falcons head coach told me at the half, their defense has got to step up big time right now. They have been struggling at times throughout this season, but right now is a huge moment. With a lead, they have an opportunity on this kickoff to come down and make a big statement. I'll keep you posted on if the defense is able to step up in this huge moment. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Throwing, Carr. Fires quickly. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To the air, it's Carr. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll try it again. Got enough for the first. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And that's just a ball he has to catch. As a tight end, you know you're going to be working the middle of the field all game long. And when you have opportunities like that, man, you got to make them count.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quickly to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
I mean, good news here.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Falcons have their offense in high gear, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Finds the tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Right back to the well. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Carr to throw. That's reeled in. It's Gilbert. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Irish, after the chunk play through the air, back to the line. To throw, it's Carr. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Tight end now in motion. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough. For a 1st down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up and then put a...
Finding some room. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. With the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Irish! That one will give them the lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Really, the MO of this offense is their ability to run the football, and they've been trying to get this guy going. They've given it to him time and time again. Just really hasn't been a lot of space and a lot of place for him to go. You got to give the defense credit, especially their front 7. They are winning in the trenches so far this game.
Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line. It'll be first down. The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Picks up the first down. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
To the air on first down. Trying to set up the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. Running inside. It's Baldwin. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. This could be the biggest play of the game so far. Third down and 2. Makes the grab. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. And the Falcons go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Gonna run it. It's Baldwin. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Got it! Tie ball game here in the fourth.
And this kicker has ice water in his veins. Fourth quarter, you need to make the field goal to tie it up, and that kid just drilled it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Here come the Irish back on offense. And as they say, it's a brand new ball game. That field goal tied it up, and now let's see if they can put together a winning drive. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They feed him again, and they get him down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge third down. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun on third down, Carr rushes on him. Fires to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give is to Williams. Maybe a crease. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Tried to find a seam for more, but a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Carr. Got his man on the outside. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. With a minute 52 seconds left, the defense will use a timeout trying to get the football back. They'll try to pick up a few here on third down, but from here, it would be a 60-yard attempt. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Bowling Green sidelines, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout here. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Hauls it in.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.